Poland has got unique castles due to its rich historical heritage. During its royal past, Poland had thousands of castles, but now it is reduced to few hundreds due to numerous wars and invasions. Watch this video to know 24 castles of Poland. Ksiaz Castle. One of the largest castles in all of Europe is Ksiaz Castle. It is the largest castle in South Silesia and the third largest in all of Poland. This castle's history is very fascinating and colorful. Additionally, there are many unsolved mysteries and stories surrounding it. Malbork Castle. The Malbork Castle is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. After the Grand Master's residence was relocated from Venice to this Teutonic Order fortified monastery in 1309, it was significantly expanded and ornamented. Malbork once again under Polish rule in 1457, and for the following 3 centuries, Polish kings resided there. When the castle was purchased by the Polish government in the 19th century, it was renovated extensively. Nowy Wisnicz. This enormous castle in Wisnicz can be seen from a far distance. After modifications made by Peter Kmita in the 16th century, this medieval structure became a Renaissance home. Stanislaus Lubomirski commissioned more remodeling works after the castle received additional fortifications in 1615, including 5 bastions. 80 cannons were also mounted on the new defenses at this time. As a result, Wisnicz Castle rose to prominence as one of Poland's most significant fortresses. Royal Castle, Warsaw. The castle was constructed as a defensive fortification in the 15th century, was the home of Mazovian princes, is situated along the Wisła River. It was the most significant royal residence for many years, and it also played a major role in the development of Polish culture. The castle served as the seat of the king in the administration when Krakow was replaced as the capital by Warsaw. The castle has undergone numerous restorations and was completely devastated during World War II. Between 1971 and 1988, it was rebuilt with debris and castle remnants. The section from the castle leading to the old town is now marked by the clock tower. Krasiczyn Castle. A late Renaissance fortress called Krasiczyn can be found in Poland's southeast, close to the Ukrainian border and the ancient city of Przemysl. Even those who are not fond of active relaxation will be satisfied by the tranquility and beauty of the area thanks to the region's picturesque surroundings, which are suitable for cycling, hiking, and horseback riding. One of Poland's most priceless examples of Renaissance and mannerism architecture is Krasiczyn Castle. Several Polish noble families had resided in this magnificent baronial house. It is the ideal location for leisure and relaxation for every tourist. The Royal Wall Castle, Krakow. One of the most recognizable castles in Poland and one that probably appears on the most postcards is the Wall Royal Castle. The first UNESCO World Heritage Site in the world is this famous royal setting, which is situated in Krakow. The Poles' identity is determined by this exceptional refuge, which serves as both a national and cultural icon. The ancient pre-Romanesque complex, built in the first part of the 11th century, was given its unmistakable Gothic flavor in the 14th century. Stobnicy Castle. This massive 15-story building is located inside a region designated as a nature reserve under the EU's Natura 2000 program, on a largely man-made island on Lake Stobnica in the Notka Forest. The structure, which has a 48-meter tower, may have been built to mimic Middle Ages architectural designs, but reports indicate that it may end up becoming history itself. Moszna Castle. One of the most gorgeous castles you will ever visit is the magnificent Moszna Castle, which is situated in southwest Poland. It has 99 turrets, mixed-style buildings, and a sizable park complex, giving it a fairy tale appearance. Moszna Castle has frequently appeared on lists of the world's most magnificent castles, thus it comes as no surprise. This castle was constructed in the Baroque style during the 17th century. However, over the years, several alterations have been done. Around 1900, the Neo-Gothic eastern wing was added, and 12 years later, the Neo-Renaissance western wing was also constructed. This blending of styles gives the castle a very distinct look. Reszel Castle. Reszel's stormy history includes several sieges and conquests by Polish and Teutonic knights. Currently, the castle houses a museum with an art gallery, a hotel that can accommodate 50 guests. Czocha Castle. This castle was once a fortress on the frontier and eventually became the home of a family of tycoons. The 13th century saw the construction of the castle as a stronghold. The castle was rebuilt to its former splendor after centuries of political upheaval and a fire that devastated it in the 18th century. As a result, it rose to prominence as one of Lower Silesia's most intriguing landmarks. The majestic fortress now houses a luxurious hotel, and visitors can tour its historic interiors like a museum. Krzyztopor Castle, one of the biggest structures still standing in Poland, which is now in a state of ruin. When it was at its magnificence, it was the most stunning home in the Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth, surpassing the majesty and richness of all others in terms of grandeur. Bobolice Castle. This massive castle, which has sweeping views of the valley, is unquestionably one of the most stunning fortifications and a symbol of the Polish Jura. Currently, the castle complex includes a hotel and a restaurant. Branicki Castle. One of Poland's most exquisite mansions is the Białystok Branicki Palace and Park Complex. The Wisielowski family, who were the owners of Białystok at the time, constructed the palace as a defensive stronghold in the 16th century. A medical university and 2 museums are now located in this palace. Lapalice Castle. It is one of Poland's top secret and unofficial tourism destinations. It is situated in the center of Kashubian, Switzerland, a stunning lake region. Its construction never ended after beginning in 1979. High walls and thick forests enclose the enigmatic and depressing castle. You should visit the castle around dusk when it will be more mysterious and stranger. Wilanow Castle. One of Poland's most exquisite examples of its kind is the Wilanow Palace and Garden. The Baroque palace, which was constructed for King John III Sobieski and Maria Kazimiera, is located at the end of the Royal Road, as well as the precisely planned surrounding gardens, are rich in both Polish and European culture. The visitors will have the opportunity to see the White Room, North and South Galleries, Dutch Cabinet, Banquet Hall, and many more attractions. Goluchow Castle. This castle was initially built as a defensive fortification for Rafał Leszczyński around 1650, was later transformed into a regal magnate palace by Rafał's son, Wacław. A landscape park built in the 19th century surrounds the castle. Additionally, visitors can explore the Czartoryski Mausoleum, a neo-Renaissance church, and the outbuildings of the castle. Ksiaz Castle. One of Poland's best specimens of Renaissance architecture, this castle dominates the picturesque Pradnik Valley. For more than 700 years, the castle proudly stands as the landmark of Pradnik Valley. It was a fortress and a part of the network of fortifications protecting the trade route from Krakow to Silesia when it was built by King Casimir the Great. Nidzica Castle. It is one of the most picturesque castles in the country. Teutonic castle work on the Nidzica fortress began in 1370. The castle has seen numerous owners over its history. The castle is currently the hub of the town's commerce, culture, and entertainment. An ethnographic and historical museum, a sculpting studio, a gallery, a Knights Society, a library, a restaurant, and a hotel are all nearby. Kazimierz Dolny. It is a hidden gem in the east of Poland and was a wealthy trading center in the 16th and 17th centuries. Kornik Palace. This centuries-old castle was originally constructed in the 14th century and was rebuilt in the 16th century in a Renaissance style and then given the look of a Baroque residence. This beautiful, well-preserved structure houses a museum with a splendid collection of artworks and a library. Tropstyn Castle. This 13th century castle served as a knight's residence and maintaining the safety of the trade route to Hungary. The visitors to this castle will have a chance to watch a video about the hunt for the fabled Inca riches, climb the tower and explore the dungeons and rooms. However, Tropstyn Castle is inaccessible to visitors for the most of the year. Tykocin Castle. This 15th century castle is located close to the scenic Nair River. It was rebuilt and restored multiple times over the centuries. This historic castle welcomes visitors to explore its numerous rooms during guided tours. Reach the top of the prison tower to take in the panoramic views of its lovely surroundings. The castle now houses a museum, a guest house, and a restaurant. Bedzin Castle. This stone castle dates to 14th century, was an important fortification in the Kingdom of Poland. After a major preservation work done in 1956, the castle has been a museum. Tourists can visit 2 exhibitions here, one with weaponry and the other one devoted to the history of the castle and the town. Tourists can enter the tower and admire beautiful panoramic view of the surrounding lands. Lazienki Palace. This palace was the summer residence of the last king of Poland, Poniatowski, and situated in the biggest and most beautiful park in Warsaw, and one of the loveliest palaces in all of Europe. Under the direction of King Stanislaw August, this palace was built between 1774 and 1784. The palace is situated on a man-made island that divides the lake into two parts, a smaller northern lake and a larger southern lake. Thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe to our Travellyf channel for more beautiful travel destinations.